Hey guys, today we're going to be covering the map Ascend, covering the hardpoint locations and map callouts. First area that we're going to cover here is these green pods. We'll just call them pods. You're not going to have too many firefights over here, but it is a fairly good place to hide, call in your score streaks, things like that. So if you see someone hiding over there, pods would be a good way to call it out. Our first hardpoint locations is Bravo Domination. It's got some pretty decent lines of sight. There's three borders, one on each door and one at the base of the stairs. You'll notice too in this area that typically in hardpoint, if you climb on top of something, you're not counted as being in the zone. This is not one of those times. You can climb up on top of this little center structure and you will still count for being in the hardpoint location. This room here is the elevator room. It's the only area of the map that I found that actually has an elevator, surprisingly enough. There's lots of things labeled elevators and called elevators, but it's the only one that actually looks like elevators. The next area we're going to call is Charlie. That's the Charlie Dom. The next hardpoint location is on top on Charlie Bridge, which leads to the elevator room, and on the opposite side, the locker room. So you got three little boundaries, nothing too crazy here. The only thing to note on this boundary is that it stops at the top of the stairs. So keep that in mind. If you're on the stairs, you'll not be capping. This area is the locker room, hence all the lockers on the wall. This is another one of those rooms that has like 12 different labels, and they're all labeled something somewhere else as well. So can't really go off any of that. This area we're calling security. There is actually two areas, right? Two signs on each of the doors that say this is like the security elevator. And if you come outside of this building and look up, you'll see that this is actually like the tower for the, well, what would be like an airport. So we're going to call it security. It would just make sense that you have a security room before you get access to the tower. So security room. Outside of the security room here is Alpha Dom. Climbing up here, we're calling this the Alpha Catwalk, just because it's raised. Seemed to be the easiest thing to label. What we're walking out on now is the crane. Hardpoint identified. And we're going to drop down here. And this is like the under the crane area. And we'll take this back up to the second to last hardpoint location, which is actually pretty small. There is a boundary right here on this lip, but it doesn't actually show it. Then it kind of wraps around the perimeter of the crane, straight across there, and then one little zone blocker right here at the entrance to the stairs. Lots of little places to duck and hide. Not too bad. Fairly small location to have to hold though, so keep that in mind. Not an area you're going to want to have your whole team standing in. You know, one or two well-placed grenades and knock you guys all out. Our final hardpoint location is what we're calling the maintenance hall. Actually, we're going to go back and show it. Ta-da! Okay, so maintenance hall. This whole little underground area beneath the security room is maintenance hall. Now, what is that? Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the boundary to the hardpoint location in the maintenance hall. It's not the entire maintenance hall, it's just the boundary for the hardpoint. It goes around the perimeter of the base of the security room. So you got their security room up top here, and then down bottom here is the maintenance hall. You like to use that little drop down to capture the hardpoint, or not the hardpoint location, well, either the hardpoint location or the domination location located in that room. It's a good area to drop down, and you can get around and sneak around to their spawn side and attack without them ever knowing you're there. So there you have it. That's the map Ascend. Hope you guys liked the video.